what's up? I'm Talon Hawkins, and I'm from Temecula, California, and I'm 13 years old. Have you guys ever heard of the Mini Major? TransWorld is putting on a race just for mini bikes. Dude, isn't that just the sickest thing in the world? It's November 4th, 5th, and 6th. There's 3 days of racing, 3 motos, and I'll see you there.
Hey everybody, this is Pat Foster with TransWorld. Here it is, finally, the 2017 CRF450, one of the most anticipated bikes I've seen in quite a while. It's amazing how many people come up and ask me about this bike. So it's a pleasure to finally get to ride it. So Honda's slogan for the new bike is absolute hole shot. And they've teased us with that a little bit over the last couple weeks, and to be honest, I thought it was some kind of start button, ignition timing, something like this. It's not at all. It's the concept. It's Honda starting over and saying, look, what are the elements that we need to apply to our bike to guarantee a hole shot? Well, you got to have a strong motor, great horsepower, a lot of torque throughout the curve. You got to have a low center of gravity, keep that power to the ground. You got to have good suspension. Again, to keep the power to the ground, and a light weight. And so Honda basically started over this year and applied all of those principles to the foundation of their bike, and this is the result. So here's what Honda did this year to accomplish those goals. New motor, Unicam motor, small, compact, lightweight, low center of gravity. They've changed the intake, they've changed the valves, they've smoothed the curves in the exhaust pipe, they've shortened the exhaust, not only for power but for weight. It's got a lighter frame, it's got a lighter subframe, it's got a lighter swing arm. You know, one place that they didn't save weight was putting on the 49mm spring forks. Adds a little more weight than last year's air fork, but we'll take it. Great change. The bike is narrower than it has been. They've lowered the shock mount, I think 39mm, to get just really focus on getting traction to the rear wheel. And so listen, I've been pretty hard on the Honda the last couple of years. The motor was soft. I mean, everything about the bike was soft. The forks were too soft. They were, you know, the air just didn't work well. The motor was just not as competitive with the other bikes. Honda needed to do this. So we've been out at Monster Mountain today. We spent our first day. We're gonna ride tomorrow. This is just a first impression. And look, it's a little bit difficult on the road to really get a good feel for the bike. We're not familiar with the track. This dirt is unlike anything that we've ridden at home. We don't really have a baseline setting here. But I can tell you right away, the motor is a huge improvement. This bike hits hard. It's super crisp right off the bottom. Great throttle response. Excellent pull down low, and then monster mid-range. It just keeps pulling so much harder than last year. Huge improvement. What Honda didn't lose was some of the things that we really loved about the bike last year. The lightweight, the agility in the corners, the flickability off the jumps. That's all still intact. It's just so much better this year with this new fork. The fork is positive. It doesn't wallow, it doesn't push, it's not inconsistent. It goes where you point it. It's got a good substantial feel. I had to play with some flickers. The front end was a little busy from time to time. I went one click harder on the compression. I went one click harder on the rebound. That just calmed the front end a little bit, made it just a little less busy. That's all I've done to the bike so far. It's working fantastic. So another really cool component that Honda added this year was the titanium tank. First fuel tank on a mass-produced bike, titanium. Super cool, lightweight, lower to center of gravity, plus just the extra bling factors is really cool. So Honda told us they didn't really change the layout of the bike. The bar, peg, seat ratio is about the same, but it doesn't feel that way to me. I felt a little cramped on the 2016 bike. Just felt a little bit tight and small. This bike feels a little bit more open. It's easier to move around. There's plenty of room to get up on the tank. Easy to slide back. I think the seat foam feels a little firmer, which makes it easier to move around on the bike. But again, like I said, without losing all those attributes that we really liked about the Honda last year, it still feels really light diving into corners. That's somewhere that the Honda really shines, and they were able to keep that feel this year, which I think is really important. So one of the only things that we didn't love about the bike today is once in a while the bike was a little hard to start. It took quite a few kicks once in a while when it was hot. I just haven't figured out the system. There's probably something to do to make it a little bit easier. I just haven't figured that out yet. But don't forget, on this model, Honda does offer the optional electric start, which could be a great thing for people to have. Have the electric start available, have a Kickstarter on there just in case. Might be pretty cool. So that's a great option that Honda offers. So we're gonna spend another day on this thing at Monster Mountain. We're gonna get it back and back home to California, tracks that we're more familiar with, put it up against some other bikes. We're coming really close to shootout time, so it's gonna be interesting how this Honda stacks up against the other bikes. Improved motor, improved suspension, great handling. I'm really excited about this thing. It's gonna be interesting to see how things come out. Hey guys, thank you very much. Have a good day.